Ooh, I had to sneeze. All right. Good afternoon and welcome to Mo Notes featuring me, Mo. Give me a minute. Um, Give me a minute. I need a minute. All right. This came up. I don't really need this. I need though. Okay. I got so many things to get ready. I will. Hey, Sam Francis, what's goody? Okay. And I need to get my YouTube up. Why do I have a doc? Oh, I know what it is. No, I need you to go somewhere. Okay. Uh, Let me take that down a notch. Let me move Zoom over here and let me get to my studio so I can set this up properly. All right. So today's conversation. This is a worship. We on a Sunday. I feel like doing it that way. It's good when you design something for yourself, by yourself, and through yourself. You can do whatever you want. You can have it however you like. That's the good thing about um creating your own platform is the ability to really do the things that you like. I'm going to be testing the chat. Um, Let me see. I think the chat popped up. No, it didn't. But I can make the chat pop up. Okay, good. All right, so I got my chat working the way I wanted to work. Any theories shared for entertainment or for entertainment and reflection. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. All right, sometimes you gotta say that. All right, I put some ginger in my tea. Ginger ain't for me. Okay, that's number one. All right, number two, let's go to the customization. I have to create a thumbnail later. I don't feel like doing one now. No, no, no. I need this to be subscribers only, and they need to be here for some time because I can't be taking these people bothering me. I'm serious. Boom, 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 boom. Come rolling up in your chat, aggravating you. Last but not least. Okay. All right. Now that we've got all of that settled, what did you do on your Sunday? Now, I'm not gonna be chasing people down. Some people, you know, I'm not doing no, I'm not doing no heavy, I'm not doing no heavy lifting today. But I am gonna have my worship crocheting through inherited chaos. Mo, what are you talking about? I inherited some stuff around here, right? Just because I'm on Momo. So I decided to, come out here and speak on some stuff. All right, let's go. Um, I'm assuming the sound is good because I'm on Zoom. Let me just check it. The delay is real. All right, let's go. Okay, so here we are. I was able to complete two, not two more, but two in total. Snowman. Ooh, ooh. So I got this way. I got two snowman down. All right. So this one got stuffed a little bit fuller. So I'm gonna have to work on how I stuffed them. All right. So we got two down, several more to go. I was out trying to chase down some more yarn because all of a sudden I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn, but we'll see. So far, I got one out of each yarn. All right. So we are now starting off. The other one I cheated. I just cut that yarn. I couldn't take it. I wasn't going to try to be sitting up here untangling something, which means that my nerves, I was upset. That's what happened this morning. I was upset because I listened to something and it upset me. Um, but then I have to remember all the conversations that people have because people on here believe that other people are puppet, not the puppets, but they believe that people are puppets, that you could tell them what to do and people just go and do whatever they told. Um, we are on row one. And this is one of 12, just so that we know. So bottom line is I started my I'm up here starting my new one, number 3. Um, I definitely believe I should be able to get through 2 on each skein. I really think I should be able to do 3 on each skein. All right, so what had happened was people have legacy arguments on here, right? And I remember Once Upon a Crime, you'll remember Sam Francis because you here with me. When I had a legacy beef with people on here, right? What does that mean? That means that something happened between me and a set of people, and there was a back and forth for years. They say something, I say something back, and that would just go on for years. Sometime in 2023, maybe 2022, maybe it was 20. Let's just say we're in 2025. I have no legacy beef. I have nothing that walks around with me from day one or anything that I consider legacy beef. I have no legacy beef. I've been legacy beef um free for years now. I think it's been for at least 2, 3 years. And it's put me at peace. Like I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't worry about where I go. I'm not particularly involved in people's stuff. So I don't have that. So when people who you don't know much about try to incorporate you into someone else's skirmishes, you have to be mindful of that. Now, people want to take sides on my position on Eric Brown. I don't care. You ain't said nothing to a G. That's me. If you want to take his position and rally behind him and say Mo is wrong, that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. But what you're not going to do is to be able to convince me that I'm wrong. Okay? And that's it. Because there was no underlying beef. So people on here like to sign up for some stuff and feel like, oh man, you know, that person's just messy. He's just messy. So I don't know why Monica. Don't worry about Monica. Do you? You come to your conclusions, you come to whatever it is, that's you. It's not going to change my position at not one bit. It's not going to change my position one bit. Because the transgression was against me. And you're never going to feel what it is that I felt. So I respect the fact that you guys you guys love conflict and you love to join in on something and you love to pick sides. And I don't care if you pick mine. And you are definitely welcome to rally around him. But here's going to be my questions to you. What are you rallying around? Because today the silencer did something to me, right? Which other people are on their platforms pointing out, right? What happens when he does that to you? Are you going to sit around here and expect everybody to side with you? The difference between me and you is I don't need anyone to rally with me on this one because the transgression or whatever he did that wrong that I deemed to be wrong to me was done to me and not you. Okay? And my response was appropriate. My initial response was to unsubscribe, which is an appropriate response. If something comes through your feed, let's evaluate the responses. You don't make an airplane announcement. You're sitting there, you're going through your feed, and you say, "Oh, EB wrote a post." Ooh, and then you see the post, and it's at that moment that you get to make a decision. I made a decision. That's it. That's everything. I went about my business. That's his right to do that. But it shows me who that person is. And then I have a chance to act. And I acted. How this stuff gets to be more and more down the road is because that was my response to block. So then I missed everything else until it was brought to my attention. And I'm not going to focus on how it was brought to my attention, but everything's been on the live stream. And the reason why I'm trying not to focus on how it was brought to my attention, because I also realize that people want to loop in other people and blame other people for someone else's actions, and people like to be like, well, before this person sending this to me or telling me about this. No, the person came on here and said, hey, I knew you was gonna be live and you was gonna be live about this. And I'm like, nah, I ain't even thinking about that. Like, that's far from, no, I'm up here on some other stuff that I heard. No, I didn't see that. And then it's telling me about, I was further informed about other things that happened on that wall. Do you know why I was not familiar with the other things that happened after the posting of the Demonica Slut Bucket video? Because I did two things. I didn't watch the Demonica Slut Bucket, but it put me on notice. Believe it or not, that was putting me on notice that there was something out there that woman wants to talk about. And two, I unsubscribed. So I no longer was getting the feed. I took that out of my universe. So while I removed it out of my universe, just like I removed it from my personal space, now I was getting the intel. And the person, this is what I've heard, posted a video. Then the person went, said something to do with snow shoveling. Now I'm hearing that there was something to do with a name. All right. All of which I've missed. I did get to see the clarifications being posted on the wall that mean nothing to me. But it meant something to people's audience. So what happened is once it started to develop, grow legs, people then must have been reaching out and speaking to the silencer and trying to get the silencer to understand that he did some things, that he caused something to happen. I don't really know what those conversations is like because I ain't a party to it. I ain't asking nobody to do it. I've made my decision. I've come to terms with what it is that I think is appropriate for me. And that's the problem around here. When you deem something appropriate for you, you got a whole community of people that are going to tell you how you should handle your own personal feelings. Where we do that at? Why are y'all letting people control how you process something? You're not processing this for them. You're processing this for yourself. So, nevertheless, I come out now with a part one and a half, a part two, a part three, but stuff is still building. I got people up here talking about you've been doxxed. I don't know what that even meant. You got a whole, you got people making their own narratives around it, and I say to the person, it's foreseeable. You caused the harm on somebody, and then it's foreseeable what would come out of it. But maybe you didn't foresee it, but the rest of us could foresee the drama and trauma behind it, and the clicks and views, and how somebody else could capitalize from it. It's definitely plausible, and it occurred. Now you got other people speaking on it on their platforms, and they're right. Anything happens in this space, you have a right to opine on it. But it's interesting to me when I hear people say Monica along with somebody else. When have you known Monica to roll with somebody else in her thought process? Where where are we doing that at? Chasing trolls and all this other stuff. I don't got nothing to do with none of that stuff. I try not to even buy into those conversations because it's so far beneath me. I'm just gonna say, 10 feet under, 12 feet under, or punts intended. That's not my course of action. It's not how I do business. But now, every time Karen, who is her own entity, says something, pulls up on people, have because let's face it, Karen pulled up on somebody. No, they really don't know me. And I really don't know them. And I don't want to be in their disputes. So I try very hard to keep myself out of their disputes. Even if I were to opine, because the woman it got the nerve to say, like, who is she to be talking about cemetery business? Listen, just so you know, because I don't know where her channel lies, what it was, right? But I must say it again. I came here to the YouTube space because I watched a case about a girl who passed away in a freezer. How inflammatory it is for somebody to sit up here and stream her live, say, I think it's disrespectful for them to call it the cemetery. Did you think it was disrespectful when people that are in this community, the one that you're telling me I should get out of, that were in this community, and the reason I can't get out of it is because y'all won't unsubscribe to me. If you wasn't watching what I was doing, it would be so much easier for me to get out of this community. Okay, but nevertheless, right, to play with people's ancestors, to play dead games, to bury people alive, reincarnate people. Okay, y'all play with the themes of the cemetery. When you see people doing that kind of behavior and you dub them something, hey, just for the record, this is Motown. I can call whatever I want to call something, whatever I want to call it, because I can call it that over here. You don't have to answer to it. You definitely don't have to answer to it. It's my fictitious community. It's what I dreamed up. Now, nevertheless, I didn't make up the terminology. I listened to somebody after y'all sent me to her telling me that there was this woman named Karen who was up there making videos about me. I went to go see what the video she made. I guess I have to go back down to the to my beginnings with Karen, which were not adversarial as people wanted it to be. I went over there, listened to something with my good ears and my open mind, and I came back and I reported on what I heard. That's it. That's everything. I'll find that video and we can rehash that. But how dare anybody tell me what I can and cannot call something? I'm a grown ass woman and I get to call things as I see it. So I'm definitely disgusted by the fact someone wants to tell me what I can and cannot do. Where we do that at? Especially somebody I don't even know. Then they want to say, Mo be butting into people's business. And what? Well, what business did I butt into? I see you all up and down my community wall, commenting, opining on my business. You bring your ass over here to Motown, you're in Motown business. Anything come out my mouth on this platform, guess what that shit is? Motown business. Now show me where I've been somewhere on your business. I'll wait. Some of you people, because I'm going to tell you exactly, because it's like, ooh, and I heard that you've been mentioning me. Nah. But I will tell you that I've been mentioning something. And I've been mentioning the fact that people try to scam people on here, right? This is the truth of the matter. Some channel holders around here have been scammed, and they seen it. And there came a time, once upon a crime, that somebody said, "Oh, let me scam too," and participated in the same activity, then disappeared after being disappeared before. As I don't even know where this was. It's like a apparition. 1 minute they're here, and the next they ghost. You ghost back up here with the same storylines. You want people to talk about your personal life because that's what you share is your personal life, and you just waiting for them to opine on it so that you can have something to talk about. I don't got that kind of time. You aged in. You in the 50-50 club. What are you doing? The messiest bitches on here 50 plus. That's been the saying since 2018. They was like, it be them older bitches always doing something, no differentiation here. Same stuff. So yeah, I wrote a post the other day. Damn Skippy, I did. Let me quote me, cause I like to quote me. I don't want nobody to think it ain't. I don't got no shade with no chaser. Oh no. Let me go down my community wall. Da, 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 da. Going down my community wall. Going down my community wall. Why when these B words, that means bitches, why when these bitches disappear after they engage in fraud, like begging for money on the YouTube based on a lie. Does the community embrace their return? I'm asking for the people in the cheap seats. That's all. That's all. That's everything. Now, if that shoe fitted, I don't know. Can anyone answer that question? And then, just going along, because, I like to be consistent with my bullshit, right? I'm not even gonna hold you. I like to be consistent with my bullshit. I got a whole bitch in Louisiana Purchase fucking with me for no reason. So I'm just like, collect your reward over there, $500, because that's what she be putting out here for the bets. Collect your $500 over there. That's what I said. Because she's sitting on 70K with the 800 for the septic tank. See how that goes? That's just so that is adding on to the narrative of the time. But the question was real, right? Why when these bitches disappear after they've engaged in fraud, does the cemetery welcome them back with open arms? That's a real question. Let me see. Did I get any answers? Nobody want to answer that. Because it's a thinking moment. It's a thinking moment. That's what I was thinking. So, yes, John Frank has been on my panel and he has mentioned a couple of weeks ago when he was up here, he mentioned that some place was the hot new place where the shit was happening at, like the new hot spot in the neighborhood. Cause let's face it, this is a neighborhood. They call it the YouTube streets. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, lock, block, and barrel. Reason why you could come back and just keep, but you're still stuck inside the cemetery. See, Karen said it best this morning to me when she was like, but maybe she'll say it when she has time to broach the topic, should she choose to broach it. She said, when you go to a cemetery, the one thing for certain, you ain't getting out of that shit. But around here, they be exhuming bodies and shit. So they exhume this and it returns to the cemetery. I don't really know. I just heard that shit. It's like, why do they call it the cemetery? The other question was, why am I inserting? Like, it wasn't even inserting, so I don't want to use some other people's language. But why are they talking on us? Lady, I'm speaking on the people that spoke on me. You happen to be hanging around the people that spoke on me. I didn't accuse me. And you lady, came out here a couple of weeks ago, maybe months ago. It might have been about 6 months ago. But whenever it was, you came out here with a narrative, Monica and Karen. Yo, get your shit together. When it's Karen, say Karen. When it's Monica, say Monica. When it's Karen, say what it is you got to say about Karen. When you want to say something about Monica, say what it is about Monica. Make it so Momo can identify the bullshit that you want to address me on so I can address it and forget it. I don't like to leave things just lingering in the air. Fuck out of here. And no, I'm not into roasting no hoes on here. I don't want to roast with nobody. I ain't got it. I ain't got that kind of energy. You bitches ain't worth roasting. But if you got an issue with the bitch, oh, let me go get my ring. Because I said it's dry. Kiss the motherfucking ring. Let's do this thing. But don't be sitting up here acting like, oh, I'm going to go in. I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. She don't have a right. I have a right to do whatever the fuck it is I want to do over here. Just like you got a right to do whatever the fuck it is you want to do over there. I ain't not telling y'all what kind of content to put on your shit. Don't tell me what to do on mines. I'm over here minding my own business, and it's still never enough. Shit crazy. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cause I think I stopped putting numbers in the chat. Hold on, I can't get myself where I come out here and mess with y'all and then I forget to count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit crazy. Like I don't even understand this. That helped me save my life. I study people's behaviors. I know when you're lying. It'll be easy for it's a tall tale. Hey Mimi, it's a tell. Yes, ma'am, I'm still crocheting. I'm on to number 3. Yeah. Actually, I'm glad I crochet because it definitely keeps me well rounded. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is gonna be 8. I'm so mad now. I lost my count that fast. But it's just annoying to me. I just don't know what round I'm on. Annoying. It's annoying. When we gonna see get to see the finished product? Oh, here it is. Here's number 1. I don't know which one came first. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. This is number 2. And this is number one. So this is the one I worked on yesterday. Which y'all, it needs, this one needs more stuffing. I stuffed number two more. Number one needs more stuffing. And I went to the daggone store today and I forgot to get more stuffing. I don't know what I was thinking. And whatever stuffing this is, I love this stuffing. I will get it over and over again. I love this stuffing. So that's that one. Let me see if I stuffed this guy. Oh, but they're not finished. They just see, that's my problem. I keep losing count and then my things don't look right. No, it's not that. I'm a figure it out. I just gotta stop when I stop. I mean, I didn't miss out which one was the I'm still moving the front. I just didn't count with how many rows I did. All right, so this is number one. But I also closed up number two better. Hopefully I left out. Oh, I didn't stop the yarn here. So I can close out number one just as good as I did number two. The question is, I have to look and see how many I need to make. My crochet club meets on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I will connect with the group and see. Um, but next week we will have to be making, when I bring these in, everybody's gonna have to be on deck to make the nose. The eyes are two eyes. I have to ask the girl how many eyes she got because she had a whole thing of eyes. So we got the eyes, the nose. No one said anything to me what we was gonna no, these are centerpieces. These are gonna be our centerpieces. Our theme is Frosty Fiesta. So they're gonna be centerpieces. And they will also normally we do a card underneath a chair at the table. So what happens is that somebody at the table is gonna win it as a centerpiece. Gonna win the centerpiece. My part of the centerpiece was the snowman. Um, Normally it's some kind of flower arrangement. The snowman is gonna be with it. And that's that. So that's that. Never seen people like try to put you in some stuff. First of all, they in some stuff they don't even. Oh, okay, it's for work dinner. Yes, yes, it's for work. Then I got so many things. I got so many things going on. So that's that. I got a sweater I need to make before December 28th. I got a sweater to make. Um, my daughter wanted, I don't know how many these freaking elf hats. Uh, which and the elf hat is so simple. So the elf hat, I'm gonna work on it exclusively tomorrow on Monday. And hopefully I could finish at least two elf hats tomorrow because it's not that the elf hat is a lot. It's again, it too is in the rounds. The problem is that that yarn is itchy and I can't stand it. Um, yeah. Well, every year I kind of make the centerpieces for that event. Like earlier, so we started the year and then after this I work on one more thing cuz we do the December dinner party. It's not really a dinner party, it's a luncheon. So we do the December luncheon, which is like our final time to get together with everybody in the office before everyone goes on holiday. It's before Hanukkah, it's before Christmas. You really don't see too many people around the office. The next event after this is our social breaker. So last year we did paint and sip. So this year I'm all in my Demi. Um, what's the name of that movie with Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg? What was the name of that movie? Okay, so this is gonna be 1, 2, 3. Better wait for me to count them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is row 14. And I should have 18 rows altogether. Yeah, because 12 and 6. Wait a minute. So wait, let me just write this. I'm on row 14. 14 rows. Hold up. 14 rows now. All right. So it's supposed to be 18. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right. So that would be 6. 6 and 12 is 18. All right. So 14, I got 4 more rows to go. Because I need to have 18 rows in total. It's going to be 12 plus the 6 that begin the circle. Yeah, I had to count backwards. I'm on row 14 of 18. So that's how we're going to do that right now. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, because that's the wrong, right? Yeah, that's how we doing it. So when I do this, I'm going to say I'm entering row. So this year, we're going to do a sculpting class. So we're going to make some kind of ceramic. And it's so crazy because last year when I did the painting set, it just turned out fabulous. I had paint, I had the, so everything's provided for us. The canvas, da 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 da. Y'all want to see my painting? I never even showed my painting before, but I did a painting. Um, I know why. Um, but anyway, we're gonna be like ghosts. We're gonna be making some kind of pottery. All right. So this is gonna be row 15. But you know that's so bad. So let me. I'm never gonna. Hold up. Wait a minute. So if this is row 15 minus 6, wait a minute. Row 15, row 15 minus 6 makes it row 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so that's going to be 16, 17, 18. So it's the same number. All right, good. I just making sure I'm doing they be talking about girl math. I'm doing crochet math. And that's it. All right. So we won't be this is row 15 altogether. And I really don't know the rows like that. I just know the rows based on how I'm doing the pattern of making something go in, making something go down. Yeah, so we're gonna do so the beginning of the year, we always do like a breaker, like it's like welcoming everyone back, talking about our caseload for the year, and we do some kind of activity. Before my time, the corny ass activities were they did bingo night. And actually that was the activity that I had Karen help me with because I didn't understand this whole bingo concept. But I did bingo. We did like a form of Jeopardy. Those would have been like mines, but I realized that people, lawyers are introverts. They need things that get them loose. Um, and that's it. Next year's big activity that I'm doing is we're going to go somewhere, and I think it's a cooking something. So I'm making arrangements to cook. So one of my big priorities for my team is to make sure that they have a holistic approach to things. I try to do something in January. I do something as we're entering into the summer where we just go out for like drinks and some burgers or whatever after work. Um, Most of the time now it's taco places. Very much so. Are you introverted as a doctor who I worked for? Um, yeah, the whole team is introverts to be. It's really crazy, but it's really crazy, but hopefully, we'll figure it out. I actually work with great people. I really like the people I work with. So I can't say anything bad about those people. They are very intelligent, focused and driven. Um and that's it. So and they're very respectful to me. I've been in this position of um supporting folks. I'm talking about the attorneys. Now, there's weirdos everywhere you work, but I'm talking about primarily the attorneys that I support. Um, the encouragement I get is crazy. So, and this year I'm gonna act upon some of the things they've said to me because I feel like I don't want folks to think they just talk in the deaf ears. But that's just the way things are. Yeah. Unfortunately, in that field, most are introverts. Most are. Um, I don't know. You know how you know how your kids trust you? The one thing I could say about this team, they really trust me. And it's hard to work somewhere where people don't trust you, or they're not confident in your ability. These people do not waver on my abilities. They actually be like, "Oh, I leave it to Monica. Monica got that." And that's that. What was it? I did that when I worked at Columbia Presbyterian. I was a medical assistant. So I did billing and coding. I did scheduling. I did insurance verification. I worked the clinic once a week. Um, that job was tough on me because of the it was in the hematology oncology division. So the turnover on the patients passing away was thing. Not thing. It was the high rate of them passing away drove me insane. Girl, I be up in here, been done forgot, messed up. Before I start 18, I might count again. Because I don't think I missed one since I've been talking. But that's about it. I mean, I think this silly thing, this would be happening to us in the crochet class. So I got a crochet class. I got a Latina group. I don't lead the Latina group. I co-lead the crochet class. Um oh, I gotta find that thing for the girl. She's just as talented or more so than I. Um, actually, to be honest, right? I'm not one that really makes friends easily, but when I joined the crochet club, I feel like I made friends now at the silly job. I feel like I'm actually concerned about them and stuff like that, things I wasn't like really into before. And since I've been off the YouTube, I went back and doing my Mary Kay business. So now I got the Mary Kay sisters. And, actually, it's kind of nice. I mean, we don't get into people's personal lives or their personal business, but it's just nice actually having being able to network with women of color who share your common goals, opposed to having been here for 8 years in this social space, interacting with women of color who want to break down and tear down everything you say, make a mockery out of your stuff. Um, it's just it's a whole different ball game. So I just been like, yeah, girl. Yeah, that's not a oncology is not a good field. But I will say this, having worked in that environment, I know, girl, cause permission to talk honestly, Mimi. Uh that just distracted me, what you just said. I learned the hard way in this place. You know, um, I feel like every time you come in here, I get in a little I feel like my little me be talking to me. Okay, San Francis, enjoy your dinner with the family. Keep winning. Um, One thing I could tell you, there's always gonna be somebody to remind you of the lessons that you learned along the way. Cause they want to throw your experience up in your face. A few things I remember, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. I'm sorry that you can't get on the link because of the 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 code, and I don't know what that is about. But anyway, um, cause I went back initially, right, to the video. The one video I did not go back to though. I need to find the video where you came in the room and you were asking me the question about hanging out with people that threaten people and stuff like that, right? Because I remember like feeling like, why am I in the middle of that? Why would I get in the middle of that whole thing right there? And I think this is a good I think this is a good conversation because I'm listening to somebody put out a video and they've accused me of being a troll account, right? And the only clarity, what sense is the best sense? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not into ginger. So that one right there, that was a lemon ginger tea that I tipped off with a green tea in it. Ugh, it's the ginger for me. I'm not a ginger person. Ginger snap corn, and I don't care. Um, I just I think here's the thing, because it was recently. I just watched it as early as today. Earlier today, I listened to a clip. I listened to a clip of you, um, not voluntarily, but I listened to a clip of you on a panel with Louisiana Purchase, and you was basically co-hosting with her at the moment and asking her questions about something that had happened. And as I was listening to that clip, I was like, boy, oh, I know what it was. She's that sense you have to pay for it. You are not likely to forget. It is you're not. So on that clip, right, y'all is talking about um getting so Louisiana Purchase is boasting and bragging about a channel that got flagged for copyright that only had less than 20 subscribers on it for a 19-second video. Like the numbers were killing me. A 19-second video, and you're on the panel with her and you're asking her about the process more or less, and she's explaining to you like, I'm awake because I gotta go to court and that person's gonna have to take me to court, and so excited. And I'm listening to that with these good ears. And this is what I'm hearing. Because I remember back then, right? People on this internet had been doing check and checkmate on people with this playing other people's content. And during that time, we learned by experience that if you flag somebody and you say, they are playing my content and it's not part of reuse, because you asked if it had to do with fair use. And they say, yes, and this and that, and then they counter back. So you sitting up there during that whole process, talking to a person and walking through that. But what we had learned at that moment is that when it bounces back to the person and they tell you to go to court, then you wait 14 days before you can get it back because they're giving the person 14 days to go to court. It became a game. It's a game nobody really plays anymore because they know that it has no end to it. People angry with YouTube because that's their way of handling it. YouTube is a behavioral platform, which means that it's trying to show no favoritism. It's trying to show no favoritism to either party because it's making money on both ends of the deal. Imagine that being the platform and your sole responsibility is to manage conflict in a way that you seem unbothered by either side's request. So now you've got a video on hold for a couple of days, which will probably quash the other person's anger that you even played their video. It might make another person decide that isn't even worth having this video when I get my channel back. Like it's a whole head game trauma fest around here, and everybody's willing to participate in it. And that thing just be killing me. It be killing me. All right, hold up. I gotta check my phone now because usually around this time on a Sunday, I get a request to do something. So I've got no requests. Okay. I think YouTube believes that when you put the content up here, this is just my thought process. I believe their thought is that you're putting your content up here um, with the hopes that somebody will um, do commentary on your content. So it's just crazy. I think the violations that were out here originally, when people took people's content and they just played it. So took my content, took it on their wall and just played it. I think that that's a violation of the policy and that should be addressed. Um, you have to do something to it to show the transformation is key. And what you do with it, what you speak, if you're saying that it's for educational purposes, then you got to tell the people why you just can't play somebody something. And so, no, it is what it is. But I hear you on that panel, and then we see what happened to you, right? And it just still comes down to the same thing. No one really truly understands the vanity of this until it happens to you. And then you get to join the elite club of I've been fucked over group. But until you've been in the I've been fucked over group, it doesn't really make sense. Like you could sit up there, you're trying to give people benefit of the doubt. You're trying to be on that Jesus stuff, loving and all that other stuff, and saying to yourself, like, all right, I know that this individual has issues, or I know that, but that's not my issue. That's where I find myself at today. Oh, don't get me started on the block policy. Let's talk about it. I don't like the block policy because people are really blocked that can still watch your content, etc. So here's the thing about that block policy, and this is what I was trying to explain to other people the same thing. Once upon a crime, I didn't notice until this year. This year. I didn't know that until this year. Um, until Miss Tawana did it. They're really not blocked. And let me well, listen. This is what happened to me. One day I'm up here live on the stream, and this is after I've had the conversation with John Frank and Gears on the panel. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna unblock Gears. I'm gonna unblock John Frank. I'm just gonna leave it alone, right? Next thing I know, I see Gears in the chat talking to Miss Tawana in my chat, but I cannot see Miss Tawana. So I go back after the stream, like I'm doing all kind, like in the middle of the stream, I'm like, I need to go incognito. I'm incognito and can see. I couldn't see her incognito under Monica Mo Justice. I had to send somebody else to go see her. So I knew she was blocked somewhere that I didn't have. I have control over. I mean, I found out where that block list is, and I took her off that block list and anybody else that appeared on that block list because they had the ability to still write in here, and the only person that couldn't see them was me. This is like saying I got keys to my front door, but you can just punch in a code and get in the house anyway. Why would I need the keys? It's ineffective. So there's rules. There's the time I blocked back to that Pizzagate situation. Me, I write YouTube. I'm like, hey, this comment right here is doxing me. You know what YouTube does? YouTube blocks it so I can't see it. So now I'm under belief that it is gone from the channel, only to find out later that it's not. It's still there. That's crazy work to me. All right, so we on the decrease. The decrease is going to be easier because we're going to go from 60 to 50. So I'm like, this is just crazy. So but the whole time the comment was still there. Everybody could still see it. Nunya was pointing it out. But I'm just like over some things around here also because I think some of these arguments are just foreseeable. I think you have to pick what you want to say in chats in response to some things because it's easy to find yourself roped into some stuff that you don't even have you don't have no knowledge of. I asked Sakina over there to not give me a wrench in her room because I don't want to have no problems with people. And guess what? I'm hearing Monica got a wrench over there because her and Sakina are working behind the scenes. Monica stopped the video and said, y'all go over there. I'm sure if I said Sakina's going live now, it's because I was getting ready to get off the internet. And I was just directing people over somewhere else because I was getting ready to get off the internet. And actually, if I'm remembering the video correctly, I believe that's what I was saying to Sakina because in that video, I was asking her to take my wrench and she was in my chat saying she wasn't. And she was like, I'm about to go live. And I'm like, okay, y'all go over there. I believe that that's that video, but I don't want to say for certain it is because that's it. But, I've done some things this week that I normally don't do. And let me tell you, the one time, whenever you break out of your norms, and this is a fact, and you do something that you normally don't do, guess what's going to happen? something happens to show you why you should not have broken from your norms immediately. It's not, it's, I've had the consequences come up immediately. It's been revealed to me in real time. Like I could just see, I don't even get off the live stream anymore before my creator, my spirit, whatever's guiding me says, okay, Mo, let me just show you something. I'll be like, I gotta always be thinking. That is crazy to me. It's not that the policy is ineffective. Because I don't think that the policy is ineffective. I think that um enforcement, well, I guess you could say if enforcement is lacked, then the policy is ineffective. Um the bottom line though is you don't have to engage. It's easy for somebody to tell somebody they don't have to engage, but that's the reality of the situation. You don't have to engage. So some of the stuff could be nipped in the bud if you just didn't engage. At the end of the day, you got people like I have to think about things, right? I try to look at things as realistically as possible. And that's it. No, you don't have to engage. Engagement is your freedom. The moment you take back the power of engagement, in this situation, people want to control other people's thought process and actions. And sometimes they do things intentionally so that you can react. You have to choose when it is appropriate engagement for you. 8 years ago, disrespect my name. I'm coming out here like I live on the block. I'm whipping the block. I whip the block. 8 years later, I'm not willing to whip the block, first of all, for some old hags that been here with me. I'm not even, like, this ain't even new creeps. These are the same critters. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You whipping the block for these people, you're wasting your time. And you deserve whatever comes to you if you decide to engage with them people. That's the point that you got to know. Like when you see some people's behavior on here and you say, "Wait a minute." They be like, "So and so force like they got to the point where they just reacted." Man, listen. You start saying to yourself, "Yo, how could I have controlled this much better than what I did?" You got to take control of it. You cannot give these people control of you. The moment you learn how to handle that, no, no, I remember like I remember going back and listening to the video, and I don't mean to laugh like that, but I remember going back and listening to the video, and I said, this woman said one of my favorite, because one, it was my dad's birthday, but one of my favorite rituals was Thanksgiving. It's the only ritual I really believed in out here. That whole ritual, mm, and when I heard you like, yeah, so I'm gonna go get and my nephews, cause that's when everybody. I was like, wait a minute, that's when everybody be in town. That's the last time I want to have everybody in town. I don't want them doing that. I want them to like, man, bye, bye, bye. You like you have to ask yourself like, and that's why I think some things I know I've had some tough conversations with people, but I have kept it real to real. Like I wish there was a recording. Like there's sometimes that I'll be like, I wish people would never speak to me offline because I'm gonna be serious with you. In my head, I'll be thinking about what do I want to hear back on it on the announcement if somebody should happen to replay this conversation. I mean, I'm ask somebody like, listen, y'all should pay for funerals around here instead of like da 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 da. And they was like, fuck that. I mean, I understood their arguments. Don't get me wrong, but I fucking asked the question because I don't know. I know real gangsters in my real life, and I know how real G's move, and they don't move like what I seen on this internet. I'm so sorry. They just don't move like that. And I've had to come to terms with that. They just don't move like these people move. That would have been nothing to throw away some money like, where they gonna bury this bitch at? But like it would have been nothing to them because they just would have been like, here you go. This cause it's how it's your image all the way around. But I have to come to terms with some people like they don't have that image in the first place. They not about that life. Yeah. But in the heat of the moment, because I'm gonna tell you, remember that dude between me and 11 people in here? Remember the dude that was like, no names, please. This is just a character, and we're gonna protect their identity. Even though they was chilling over there on Blake. I'm just anyway, I remember hearing some shit and I was lit. Man, I had to catch myself because I was like, it's on. That's exactly how it's not it's so crazy. And I remember talking hellish shit. I was like, where'd you said you from the bricks? Now let me tell you something about Southside Jamaica Queens. We got spots and then we got spots. You can't claim a spot you ain't really from. All right. Now I'm not gonna say homie ain't from there, but I'm gonna tell you nobody claimed a dude based on his YouTube credentials. So, and I am not even gonna hold you. I've been there with picture in hand. Cause see, one, the bricks is Section 8 housing in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and there are long-term families in that development. This is worse than the P's. This is like one of the best units that got built. In my time, I remember when they was building them when I was a kid, and the families that moved in there, they probably were the luckiest families ever, ever, ever. And they are families, which means that like this fictitiously, this is the red family over here. I'm gonna have to go to colors in the crayon box without using brown or blacks or white. I think red is not the name of anybody's family's last name. The red family's over here, the pink family's over here, the orange family is down the block, right? So so when homie said that's where he was at, I was like, oh, oh, I know families in there. So I went hard burger. So I'm like, yo, this dude is this boom, 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 boom. This is what he did. Da, 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 da. The bricks ain't know him by his YouTube credentials. So I'm saying whatever he said about himself on the YouTube as being his life and what he did and this and that, nobody over there wanted to claim homie as a family member. And not because I'm some Billy Badass Momomo, right? Because I'm not a Billy Badass Momomo, but I'm a loved Momomo. See, that's something totally different. I put my work in and I'm going to stand on it. And everybody knows it. So it's not hard to call in a request. That's all I'm saying. But you can't call in a request if a person don't even fucking exist. That shit is crazy. That's all I'm saying. You don't know who you requesting for. And that's it. But I had to learn that the hard way. And then I was like, damn. And people be like, oh, she gonna come back out here. She ain't do shit. Duh. You know what? I didn't think none of it. Because at the end of the day, had that really been real, it could have really been bad. Now, even when homie whipped the block and claimed he whipped the block and told us all the shit about going to Walmart and getting hoagies and all kinds of stuff, you just gotta let it go. Let it go. But New York is real. That's why I don't understand, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being for real. I don't understand how another man in the New York area playing on my head top. So let me just put it this way, right? Mo got an issue, Mo being me. I got an issue with people just blatantly apologizing for shit. Ooh, I apologize for what? What did you do? Everything I said. How I'm just like, but I don't got time to teach apology 101. But listen, if you apologizing to somebody, come on, somebody. You know what you apologizing for. If it's sincere, guess what you're gonna be able to say? Hey Mimi, I'm apologizing because I called you I don't even know. Man, you're gonna know what it is you're apologizing for. Cause you want to be clear that whatever that was, that's not gonna happen again. That's why you apologizing for it. When people just put out, and and this has been my YouTube experience. Cause I'm sitting up here and I'm listening to some other man apologize to me, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't hear any of that stuff. I don't know what you talking about. And then the next thing you know, right? They like, I'm apologizing. What's up, Nanya? I'm apologizing. What are you apologizing for? Put an addy on it. Put. That's all I'm saying. These things don't be real around here. They be phony situations. and you got to be mindful of them. You got to be careful of them. And you got to, if you want to take, cuz for me, now this is where I'm at. I'm just like, all right, I'm not even trying to like quantify, encourage people to change something. All right. So we went down 50, 40, 30. Now we're going to go up 40, 50. So I'm not even like trying to explain to people about that, but that's how I feel about the apology. So I'm going to just say this to folks, right? If you feel the need to apologize to Mo about something that happened, yo, you should, you should put some stuff to it. I remember, like, if y'all know, if you know, you know. Remember that time in band camp, that one day in band camp? I'm talking over there to Joy's ex, Jeff, with the one F. And he's like, so you ain't gonna apologize? Like, we had a whole apology conversation. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. Because to be quite honest, most of the time I don't be wanting apologizing for shit. I said it, I felt that way. That's how I felt. That's how I be thinking. I'll be like, I ain't got no, I'm not, no, that's how I felt. That's what I be thinking. I don't know how y'all be thinking, but y'all be doing things that only y'all know how to do it. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. So I just be like, Monica, don't. No, no. People tell. I don't think we had any. I'm just saying. I'm putting my examples out there, cause I just look at it and I'll be like, so you just gonna come up here and speak to me and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna apologize for everything I ever said. What did you say? Everything you ever said. Now, when it comes down to the women and this apology thing, I think women know what they did to the other women. They done heard it. They knew what it is. They lived through it. I know what that was about. I remember having a conversation with somebody who I don't think initially appreciated how much respect I had for them initially. It wavered, no, when I saw how they handled the situation. See, some situations put you to think about folks. And then I'm like, yo, they're not really about that life as they say they are. And the other thing that diminishes for me, these are my own pet peeves about women. All right. If you fall in this category, that's your business. Uh, all right, Mimi, I see you. Um, you asked me what I was apologizing for. All right, I'll wait for you to come back. Because I'm just seeing that now. But you said you'd be right back. But I'm talking about somebody else. Just so I just I just called uh I just want to go backwards on this one because I really want to do 40. Hold on, I gotta do a count because I messed up. It's not ending like I want it to end. At least I don't think it is. Because it could though. Hold up. Two. Oh, maybe it could. One, two. No, it's not. Well, maybe it could. Hold up. All right. Wait a second. Let me come back over here. Let me see. Um, I'm speaking about a situation. Okay. So let me just see. Hold up. Let me see if this is gonna work. One, two, three, and four. One, two. No, I don't think that's how that's supposed to go. So we're gonna go back because I think we on the four. We on the 40 because we was on 30. So we on 40. That's one. All right, hold up. I gotta do a count thing here. One. I'm just making this up along the way. This is one. All right, then this is gonna be two, and this is gonna be three, and then four. All right. Hold up, I gotta count all the way around. Five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20. I might be getting that text message right now. 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. All right. 33, 34, 35, and 36. Okay. Then we're going to come over here. 37. Mm-hmm. 38. Guess what? I did it right. 39 and 40. All right, so now the next row we're gonna go up to 50. But we're gonna take a moment, a break. Let me just see if this is my message, my text message. think I got one. All right. I didn't get one. All right. So what ended up happening, right? We had a meeting of the minds conversation. And then everything was cool until D-Day came around again. But what happened for me in that whole equation is that I lost the respect that I once had for the person overall because I felt like they was eas influenced by others when I didn't think they were capable of being influenced by others like that. So it was just disappointing to me. Four and five. So I learned something in that experience too, but I also learned something about myself. I be serious about my opinions. I built boundaries. And everyone should have their own personal boundaries. I'm gonna go to Walmart today too. I'm gonna make sure to go live when I'm in Walmart. And I'm gonna stuff this before I go into making the 10 row of 50. This is right on point. I liking it. All right, so I'm gonna stuff the bottom of it. I'm doing the stuffing. Send it that out. Boom, 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 boom. Go, Momo. Go, Momo. Putting my stuffing inside of here. Look, I got stuffing all over the place. I love this stuffing. I love this stuffing. Actually, they said that store closed at 7, but it's gonna be 10 o'clock starting tomorrow. Cause I'm gonna have to be trying to go to some of these stores, and I'm looking for some more of this because it looks like I got two out of, so I'm yielding about two snowmen out of the yarn. Okay, so now we're gonna go around, and this is gonna be 1 of 10 because it's 50 divided by 5, which is gonna be 10. Because this was 60. Was it 60 divided by, what did I say it was? It was 60 stitches divided by 10 was 12, right? No, it was 60 divided by 5 is 12. So 50 divided by 5 is divided by 5. It's going to give me 10 rows. So we doing 10 rows. I'm telling you, this crochet math is just some new stuff. It's some new stuff I had to get used to. Now, the first row, I'm going to count it to make sure that I have 50 stitches because I don't want to be going around and around and around and don't have 50 stitches. All right. So I stuffed it. Now I got stuffing coming on outside of it. Do. This is, but I guess I'm getting faster and making it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I needed to look in my email for something. Hold on a second. Because I emailed somebody, not YouTube related, my other business related. What day is this? Yeah, bye. Get up out of here. All right. Boom. Oh, I got something I have to do tonight. I just remembered. Mm. Coach be doing. I want one of those Coach chains so bad. What number did I stop counting on? I think it was 20. Um, these are so cute, the charms that go on the bag. Hold on a minute. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have that as one of my favorite. Mm. All right, I'll see. No. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I might have to go. Let me see. And I messed up on my numbers again. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I thought I didn't know 20. Okay. Let me see. What is this? Well, where's the item? Ain't nobody got time for this. I didn't mean to do that. Um, if this girl is sending me her Thanksgiving list, why she sent me a picture of a previous plate from like years past? She's like, so this is what I want. I can't stand her right now. She really did send me a plate of how what she wants. What is this back here? I know what this is. You're not gonna believe this. I probably had that one. We probably had potato salad. Cause I can't. Cause she doesn't eat macaroni and cheese. I can't stand her right now. I really can't stand that girl. She's gonna send me a picture of what she wants. What she wants. I can't. I can't. Thanksgiving has been the biggest talk ever. I got a sneeze coming. When I'm working with this bat, it makes me sneeze. And I don't really like to sneeze. All right, 20. All right, 21, 22, 23, 24. This thing is crazy. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. All right, so there I see two stitches there, 49 and 50. All right, so I stuffed this. He's stuffed. I gotta always figure out which way to go. He's stuffed, and I'm working on the second level of Frosty the Snowman. All right, so now we know that I just moved the thing. And that's what we are on, girl. This reminds me of when I used to do my nails on the live stream. All right, hold on a second. Um, I'm gonna tell you something too, because this thing has a phone number. Hold up, because let's just keep it real. Let me see something here. Okay. Only authenticated users can join. That's disabled. Only authenticated users can join from web client. That's disabled. Audio type, telephone or computer. Block users in specific domains disabled. Password. Oh, girl, let me find out you got on today without any issue. Hold up. I don't see nobody though. Come on, somebody. I heard the ding ding though, but I don't have nobody there. But I was reading the thing. New co-host ability. You cannot own. They can not only control the meeting, but they also manage meeting assets after the meeting. Oh, that's very interesting. Assets. I heard a ding ding. All right, here we go. I saw the name. It's going to show the name when you join. So, one second, let me just put me on top because I don't know what you folks are doing. So, I don't want to, uh, I want to view. I only want to have, it's not the speaker, it's not the gallery. Oh, I think because you're not here, I can't set, I don't have another person here to, I'll worry about that when I get a person. Before I let you in, because I don't want to be doxing nobody. Down, 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 down. Let me see something. I knew that was the potato salad. Why y'all mention potato salad? Now this girl want potato salad. I don't want no damn potato salad though. Me personally, I feel like the potato salad and stuff is for the hot season. Cause I like to eat that with barbecue stuff personally. But all right, so let me see. I'm waiting for a confirmation, but I believe I will be here until maybe 7:30. All right. Yeah, I'll be here till 7:45. So I got another like 50 minutes. Let me see if I could get to the head in 50 minutes. See, this is why I don't like feeling it because now I feel like I'm like, but I think his body looked good. I was gonna indent it again, but I don't think so. Oh, I know what I was looking for. I was looking for the other details that come with the Zoom link. Hold up, because there's more than. All right, so that's that. There's more information. Ha ha. I found it. All right, let me take this and let me do copy. And then let me come over here and do paste. So that is because I remember there are times when I can't connect correctly. So I connect with the calling in. I call in. When I'm doing the ones at work, I call in now. If I'm not the person controlling the meeting, I'm not wasting my Wi-Fi one. I do a call. I'm not using up Wi-Fi to stream things. So that's another option. Okay. And we're going to be on number 3. 3 of 10. All right. I'm on row 3 of 10. Moving along, Miss Monica. Boy, it's so quiet out here. Why is it so quiet out here? Oh, he misspelled it. All right, I had to do a reset on my thing. Okay. So I am on row 3 of the second layer of the snowman. And I'm on my third snowman. And I believe this is the second one coming out of, well, this is definitely the second one out of this yarn. And I might be able to start a third one with the yarn, but I won't be able to complete a third one. So I probably will be able to get 2.5 out of that yarn. But I do think this was bigger than my prototype. Hey, Miss Norland. Girl, I was gonna ask you some questions. It's about your that lady over there. but without getting like I not personal, but um just out of curiosity, because there's for some I was gonna share a post she made the other day about the new direction her content was going on. Her content was going in. But I didn't want to draw attention to it over here in the cesspool. But don't you find it? Oh man. I couldn't even. First of all, did I share SETI? I got it from SETI. And I was so mad at SETI because I was like, he looked like he want to cry, but then him didn't cry. And I get it, right? Because this is like a story that became like y'all was just covering that case, and then the guy became personable to so many people. Yeah, so yeah, so I shared City. So yeah, that was the crazy part. I shared him, but yeah. Now I know that somebody's court case was dissolved, right? The whole who put a whatever the hell it was on the car got got resolved. Um so I saw how that played itself out. But it was just the other. Did you see him check on him? Or he just said that on the stream? They are listen, that trial right there really one, it really brought together some YouTubers. I think so. And I don't know, cuz I like the people when I was watching that case, I like the people who was covering it. Um I'm nosy, so I'm just going to wait to see what they share, but that's just only thing I must say is nobody better been sleeping with that cuz you know that's most likely to happen at those young ages, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to even begin to speculate. I just shared it. I didn't know if I should put praying hands on it, so I just gave it the eyeballs. I don't think Seti would come out here and tell a lie. So that's where I was at with it. But that stuff be crazy around here. Hold up. I'll be so tired. Oh, I might have my timing wrong. So I may have to come back. I had to give it a side the eyes also. Oh, just the all right. I gave it the eyes too. Cause I don't know. But um I don't know. I'm gonna not speak nothing on. I don't know nothing. So I'm just gonna leave it like that and wait and see what comes out of it. But I was just like, these people be killing themselves to be the first one to say something. All right, hold on a minute. Yo, somebody asked, they like, what you over there doing on a live stream? I said crocheting and just talking. But I'm gonna have to get off of here at 7:15. But I'll come back. I know. I wonder why they think that the guy is gonna go berserko. Well, first of all, not for nothing, I didn't think he had time to be arguing with Tug. And he does have daughters. Can I just permission to just keep my mouth shut? That's what I'm gonna do. You catch the next one? All right. That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't have no just so you know, I didn't have no thing. Mimi wants to come up on a panel. I'm gonna consider coming live. The next one, let me see. I'll probably do a StreamYard so that I could see because I think I know what Mimi wants to talk about. Because we was speaking on apologies, but I don't want to say anything else and take it out of context. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Cause females don't pee standing up. Oh, you want to see what I made so far? All right. So look, let me come this way. So this is my what are these things? Snowman. This is my snowman. Snowman number one and snowman number two. So you know he still need help because I gotta do, but I want to get the bodies and because I'm gonna tell you right now, the snowman don't need to have no face. So I'm not gonna kill myself working on the details of one, and then I don't actually have the bodies I need. So I'm gonna make the bodies because you could throw a hat on him, and he'll still be a snowman. Like he's no matter what, him a snowman. I could put twine around his neck to make because that's how I seen some other YouTube channel have it. Um and she actually used a similar she actually did it this way similarly. I I did it similar to her pattern. Um And that's that. Yeah, who'd have thought I was gonna be in? No, ma'am, I do not have the elf hat. You know, it's such a conspiracy theory here. Always trying to stand up for the other one. But I said I'm gonna do elf hat tomorrow. First of all, I think the elf hat is not complicated. It's that the yarn is itchy. And I think I'm using the same needle. Yeah, you see how he turned out? Yeah, Mr. Snowman. Make me. But I'm a little bit concerned that I'm not going to have enough yarn of this type for what we're doing. So I'm going to have to go and use, and see, the different yarns give you a different, um, because if you didn't see it, all right, this yarn has, let me turn off the, um, let me show my backdrop. Okay. So this yarn has those little sparklies in there like snow. You see it? So that's what we're trying to do. I just I'm speechless. But yeah, so you see that has little sparklies in it. So that's why I like this yarn, because it's glistering like snow. All right, let me put my blank screen back, but I'm gonna have to hit out of here. When I return in about yo, I love it. Uh 7:30. I should be back by 7:45 if I don't go to the store. Should I go to the store? No. I mean, I've been drinking tea without but this one right here just had me annoyed because it had that ginger in it. When I was in IHOP earlier, I got me a tea also. I'm trying to reduce my coffee. If I really tell y'all the reason, y'all gonna be like, "What's wrong with Mo?" So I was looking at my wish list, my Louis Vuitton wish list, and I was like, you know how I can afford that bag a little bit easier is if I take my Starbucks run money per day, which turns out to be anywhere between 5 and 6 days a week. If I was to take that $30, $30 to $40 a week, and put it aside in my Louis V money, it can go towards my birthday bag, you know, um my August bag purchase. Cause there is a bag that I want. I just cannot justify spending that kind of money unless it just fell off a tree somewhere. And even with my bonus, I don't want to buy. I got some other thing I want to get with my bonus. Um, and I've been deferring so that I could do something else, and I need to do that for that. So I can't get no damn bag like that. And I don't got nobody. Come on, somebody. I don't got nobody opening up no joint account to give my little broke ass no kinds of money like that. Fine. ain't gonna be doing that. So that's not going down. All right. So this is row 5. This is where I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back on. I mean, if you think about it, right, that's $60. I mean, that's $30 a week. Let me go do now. I'm doing girl math. Don't be mad at me with my different math calculations around here, but hold up, I'm doing girl math. So if I'm spending $6 a day times 6 days a week. Ooh, hold up. $6 a day times 6 days a week, $36 a week times 52 weeks. By this time next year, I'll have $1,800, right? $1,800. Let me see. Yeah. Hold up. Let's find out what week. I gotta make it make sense. Hold up, hold up. We'll find out what week we will be in. Okay, what week is that? Damn it, I can't see these little ass numbers. Hold up. Yeah, I be doing girl math like it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I be doing girl math. What week is that? Week 31, week 32. So it's gonna be like week 33. So let's go back to our girl math. So if I give up Starbucks, let's say I didn't go. Let's do some different math here. All right. We're gonna say $6 a day times 5 days out of the week. But that's really not how that works. But it kind of does work like that. All right. Cause it's really not, cause I also got teas cup. All right. So but let me do it like this. Let's do $6 a day times 5 days a week times how many weeks I said? 32 weeks. All right, so we have like $1,100. Now that bag is more than $1,100, but I have to find something else to stop getting to. But right now, that's something that I definitely know I'll need to spend that kind of money on. I am rebooking in Vegas. So I'll be back in Vegas next year. I just I won't be doing Vegas for August though. If I do Vegas, no, not if. When I do Vegas next year, it's gonna be in this month, November. I want to go down there when they had the other. Ah, there's two. I do my own coffee at home. It's better than Starbucks. I have it hot or cold. Them coffee shops is too expensive, girl. Stop it. Girl, stop it. Um, the problem is that I used to buy the white mocha sauce. I gotta go. I used to buy the white mocha sauce and do my own coffee, but I only like Cafe Bustelo. Cafe Bustelo. But I don't know how to make it correct. My stuff don't be tasting like my granny's, like my abuelita. Let me just get the right ones together, cause I never knew my grandmother on my father's side, but I did know my grandfather on my father's side, and I only knew my grandmother on my mother's side. But you know, anyway. With that being said, so yeah, so I used to buy the creamer from thing, but let me go. I'll be back before 8 o'clock. If I'm not back by 8 o'clock, I stopped at the store to get me. I don't know what I'm stopping at the store for, but after I do that, I'll be back later, and I'll be on StreamYards. Mm, mm. Lord, give me strength. Watch over me and protect my tongue. See you in a bit.